Hello, everybody. This is Debo at Debo's Movie Reviews here, and this week's review will be Face Off, directed by John Woo, starring John Travolta, Nicolas Cage, Gina Gershon, Joan Allen, among others. And I gotta give it to John Woo. This was probably one of the most outstanding, practically in his top five of great movies of his movies. About up there with like Face Off isn't. I already mentioned Face Off in there. Hard Target, Hard Boiled, The Killer, and Wind Talkers. And like I say, when it comes to action movies, John Woo knows how to direct. Although, as much as I like the casting in it, I do gotta admit that when I read a trivial tidbit about how it was originally the studio originally wanted it to be Stallone Schwarzenegger, but John Woo insisted on Nick Cage and Travolta in order to do the movie. And I was like, after that, I was like, yeah, I kind of want to imagine what it would have been like to hear it be Stallone going, I could eat a beach for hours. Or Schwarzenegger going, yeah, I took his, yeah, I took his face off. Yeah, I know my Schwarzenegger impression sucks, but can't get him right. But still, that was weird. But I would have liked to see that. That would have been cool. But hey, Travolta and Cage knocked it out of the park. And all this rumor about how they doing a sequel or a soft reboot, which kind of seems stupid to do it as a sequel in order to do like just because the director tapped on it was wants to bring Nick Cage back, and I'm just like, really? He's he's already did one. That was enough. Even though it was even Cage had admitted it was his favorite movie, and when it comes to craziness, I'm surprised that Nicolas Cage and Mel Gibson hadn't did a movie together. Hell, would be a sequel? I'd say, or reboot. They could do like other action movies where they just have like a non-canon in name only type sequel where it was been like, let's say Bruce Campbell or Nathan Fillion or like John Cena, The Rock, or Dave Batista kind of deal. Hell, I haven't seen a meme on Facebook by of a fake poster for one with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. Now that would be epic. But yeah, one was enough for Cage, especially the way he gave his all, just went all out for that movie. I mean, in a way, I kind of back to what I said about pitching my pitch for a Bruce Campbell version. I just think reminded me how it would when it was created out play out like him doing that headbang thing at the beginning after at the airport when he's dressed like that preach going, and then of course right at the beginning when you really know that Cage is a villain in this one. From when Castor Troy tries to shoot Sean Archer but winds up getting his kid instead. And of course with Dominique Swain playing the daughter, and I'm just like, who was your generic batshit crazy teenager. I mean, but I mean that was work. Yeah, I wouldn't blame for someone having a sibling murdered. And hell, well, Travolta I'm not gonna say this is one of his best movies out there. Up there with like Pulp Fiction and the Thomas Jane Punisher. And and like I say, when it comes to Cage, and he said how great he is. I mean, just kind of like with that massive Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent movie where he actually really reused those cool ass golden 1911s. And I gotta admit, he knocked it out of the park, and especially when that line going, Elvis left the building, when he captured him the first time, and then had to get intel on a bomb, which of course led to the operation where he goes face off. He had to go get that surgery to have his face on Castor Troy, Charles Archer's body, and then have of course going to that prison, which kind of always kind of feel weird how he was FBI instead of Archer was FBI instead of CIA, because since Castor Troy was basically locked up in a black site, was supposed to be sent to a black site, and then of course the other had to convince it right after Troy became Archer and infiltrated the FBI, and then started stealing the thunder, and then of course with Troy as Archer, and then Archer's Troy just trying to infiltrate that criminal underworld, and then with Troy's brother being the only one who not really to pick up on it, and then leading to the one that prison escaped, then that shootout in the church, and the acting chemistry between Cage and Gina Gershon after her character pretty much dies in the movie, and then of course at the end, Archer adopts their son. I mean, this movie got everything: action, bit of comedy, because Cage could really go all out there, and and a badass speedboat chase, and one successful way of disabling an airplane. Well, badass since the whole scene with in License to Kill where 007 hooked up that Cessna from the Coast Guard chopper. But yeah, if you want more on that, look up my review on License to Kill. But overall, Face Off is a definite 5 out of 5. I hope y'all like, subscribe, and enjoy, and I'll keep dishing out the reviews. All right, y'all, peace.